Hi everyone, yeah, sorry, a few technical difficulties. This one we made at a team meeting I had on Saturday. It's up like that. It's my favourite set, which we were going to use again today because it, yeah, I really like that set. So I'll pop that away and I'm going to use Summer Splash, which I hardly ever use. Look at it and have a wee play. So I'll just... things, yeah, the internet's having a bit of a whirl around, so hopefully there won't be much lagging or anything. You'll be able to see and hear me okay. So yes, I'm going to use the Thankful Gardens again, just a different way this time, without colouring it in, and it's a way I've done it before which I quite like, so we'll do that. So I may as well get started and as I say, hope this video turns out okay. I'm just going to do my normal, fold that in half. This is quite a pretty colour, sort of forget about it really. So I've got that, and I've got, I'm going to mount this on a little bit of gold. So it's about 2 or 3 millimeters wider, so just to give a little bit of space. And then the same for this, just for the sentiment. So we've got that, so I'll put all that aside. I'll just take this piece here and I'll just bring in some scrap. So my computer's as usual playing up, but it is there, but it's not refreshing. So any questions I'll go back and check later. So I'm just going to use some embossing buddy and get a bit of that on here. And this is a layer I've used before, and it's really good for a quick, easy card that looks effective. Well, I think it does. So I'm just going to stamp this up with Versamark. Get a really nice good coverage on there because I want it to be sticky for a little bit longer while I faff around with it. So I'll just put that about there. Get that well pressed on. And then I'm going to put another one exactly that way with the big stamp. And then I'm just going to tuck that on this side here. And get those bits and pieces out of the way. And then I'm going to bring in some gold embossing powder. And cover that. So I hope everyone's had a good week so far. It was a beautiful day here in Christchurch, but oh, it was chilly. Right, so get that. The embossing buddy really does help because I've just given it nice, just give it a little bit of a blow. That's fine. I haven't got much room on here. Right, I'll just give this a little bit of a blitz, so it won't be a moment. Just starting to take now. Turn that off. Once it warms up, it really does come around quite quickly, and which is good. All right, so that's that. So now what I'm going to do is put it together, and I'm going to put this. I'm going to put some. I want to splatter it, so I want to get this down. Normally I would splatter it, leave it to dry, come back to it. I won't be able to do that, so I'll just pop this on here. Get that after. I'm just going to pop that on there, and I don't want these bits. I don't want it to go on the outside bits. And the reason I do that so that I can complete the card while you're here. Now, and then I have got, this is the Winsor & Newton gold ink. Just give that a good shake up. It does tend to separate quite a lot, quite easily. So I'll just pop that. I'm just going to dip that in. And then just tap it down. To get some really, hopefully some decent sized. It's really hard to find a happy medium with this. Right, so just a bit of, that should be okay. And I keep this brush especially for that. And I find just keeping the water in it just keeps it soft, and so we don't have to clean it all the time. So that is done. I'll just tuck that aside just to dry. And then I'm going to do a bow. And you've probably seen me do this quite a few times before. Sorry, I'm just checking my computer. I can't see. It is so lagging. Oh, hi, Lucia. I can see that, and Gay and Chris. Nice to have you here. I'm not sure who else is here. I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll try and catch up with the comments after. So I'm going to do a double bow. And a double bow, this is the way I find the best way to do it, is just put a piece there. Do your loop as big as you want it. Do another loop. And another loop. So that you can get them exactly the same size, which is, or smaller if you want. And that piece usually ends up being about the same length as that. Twirl it around the, so it's going around the back, and then you're taking this end and popping it up through that loop that you just created. Then I always put my middle finger through there and pull tight. And then, hey presto, you've got your loop. And you can faff to your heart's content with that. So that's super easy. And then I want to do the sentiment. So I've got that on here. So I'll bring this bit in here. And do this whole, so I've made it exactly to size. So hopefully I can get it stamped in the right position. All right, let's up the right way. Some good coverage. Gosh, my Versamark is dirty. That's okay. It still works perfectly well. So I'll just see how well I can get this. Might just take it out from under the camera. I think you can still see it. Just get that nicely lined up. I never worry too much if it's if I make a mistake, because there's always another side. So, which is a good thing, isn't it? Right, and get that gold ink. This probably, I think this would look good in silver foil as well, this colour. That sentiment, I'm just trying to think where that is. Oh, this is from, it's a retired set. It's the Beach Day stamp set. I couldn't resist using it, and you know, it is good to use. Doesn't matter if you use something retired, but anything that, any sentiment that works will be good. I tend to, you know, sell off all my retired product, but I'm thinking that that might be a set that might stay. I'm just going to go over that B a little bit. I think I didn't quite catch it. Yeah, I usually get rid of them as soon as they've retired, but that one. It's just a lovely, lovely, seems silly, doesn't it, keeping it just for 1 centimetre, but it's such a beautiful font. I'm just going to tuck that on there. Oopsie, need to centre that a bit. Right, then, excuse me, going to bring back in this, which won't be dry yet. Just pull these pieces off the side. It doesn't actually take that long to dry. Only the bigger blobs that I've managed to do take a bit of time. So I'll try and work best around it, and otherwise I'll give it a bit of a zap with the heat tool. So I'll just take off one glue dot. So I'll just tuck that sort of in the middle somewhere. I think I did this one upside down from what I've did before, but I don't think it will matter. And put that on there. This gold twisted thread is on the last chance too, but I just love it. So nothing was going to work quite the same. So I want some dimensionals to avoid that knot in the middle, the top here and the bottom here. So it's going to be the top here and the bottom here. So I'll just put some of these half ones. So you don't really need many, just enough to avoid that knot. Take those off. You could add a bit of colour to that if you wanted, a bit of blending or something would look good. But otherwise you don't really have to do too much to it. And then I want to tuck that on there. Avoid that. Now I'm just going to take it away just to check. Oh, yeah, it's straight. And then next thing, I want to add some more gold embellishments. So I'm going to use these adhesive back metallic gems. You bit on that. Just wind that up a little bit. The trick with those not to wind it too much, because otherwise you're going to have it going everywhere. So we're just going to put a big one up here. If you've got any blobs that you don't like, this is a good way of hiding them. One there, and oops, I want to come off. So another way is just pop it on there and then scoot it off. I'll say that. Oops. Right, tuck that on there. And would you believe that is my card made? So super easy, but I think quite effective, and makes you look like quite the card maker. And also if you're holding a class or doing something, it's quite a nice wee card to do, because it's quick and easy, and it's nice for people to see that gold embossing, how that works, because I think that's something that always gets people interested. I remember it definitely something I enjoyed doing, and I did my wedding invitations over the toaster back in the day, so I've come a long way. So thanks very much for those of you that are here. Sorry I haven't been able to comment. My computer is still whirring around, so hopefully I'll be able to sort that out. Don't know what's up with the internet. What have I got to tell you? Oh, just a couple of wee things that I meant to say. All orders over $50, if you're in New Zealand, you can receive the Global Ink Collective tutorial bundle, which is consists of 12 past and present artisans. So lots of gorgeous projects to make. So we've got that. Also, we've got a joining special this month, And if you're on my team, you get the Global Link Collective tutorials for free. So great special with Stampin' Up at the moment. I mean, it's always great to join, but particularly good at the moment. So if you haven't thought about it, you might like to. Anyway, love you and leave you, and hopefully see you next week. So take care, everyone, and have a great week. Bye.